The world blurs into a streak of color as a MotoGP bike screams down the straight, the engine's roar echoing across the grandstands. In this moment, speed isn't just a number, it's a sensation that rattles your bones and quickens your pulse. The engine howls as the rider hangs off the side, just inches from the unforgiving asphalt, body stretched to the limit, eyes locked on the next corner. Every muscle is tense, every nerve alive with anticipation. The bike leans at impossible angles, defying gravity and logic. Sparks fly as the knee slider scrapes the track. This is MotoGP, where human skill meets mechanical perfection, and the laws of physics are constantly tested. Every corner is a new challenge, a test of trust between rider and machine. The noise is overwhelming, the smell of hot rubber and fuel fills the air, and the crowd holds its breath as riders dance on the edge of control. Unlike other motorsports, MotoGP riders are exposed, their bodies an essential part of the machine. Every movement, every shift in weight, instantly changes the bike's behavior. The rider's instincts and reactions are as critical as the engineering beneath them. The line between triumph and disaster is measured in millimeters and milliseconds. Split-second decisions can mean the difference between victory and catastrophe. It's a pure, unfiltered display of talent and courage. The machine is a marvel, but it's the rider who tames it. This is a sport of heroes, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, fueled by adrenaline and the relentless pursuit of perfection. MotoGP, where the edge of physics is just the starting line, and every lap is a journey into the unknown. Controlling a MotoGP bike is a demanding art form, where every movement is calculated and every reaction is instinctive. The rider is not just a passenger, they become one with the machine, feeling every vibration and responding in real time. The rider's entire body is a tool. Legs grip the tank tightly for stability, arms guide the bars with precision, and the torso shifts weight to balance the bike through each corner. Even the head and eyes play a role, scanning the track ahead for the next challenge. It's a ballet at over 200 miles per hour, a dance of man and machine, where grace meets raw speed. Braking is violent and precise, decelerating in mere seconds, with the rear wheel often lifting off the ground. The rider must judge the perfect moment to squeeze the brakes, balancing on the edge of control. Throttle control is delicate, too much too soon, and disaster strikes. The rider must feed in the power smoothly, feeling for grip and traction as the bike rockets out of the corner. Lean angles defy logic, over 65 degrees from vertical, with the rider's knee grazing the ground as a guide. It's a display of trust in both skill and technology. The knee slider becomes a sensor telling the rider how far they can push before the limit is crossed, providing vital feedback lap after lap. Beyond the physical, the mental focus is relentless. Riders must block out distractions and maintain razor-sharp concentration from start to finish. Riders process speed, tire feedback, and rivals' positions in split seconds, making decisions that can change the outcome of the race in an instant. Every decision can mean victory or a crash. The margin for error is razor-thin, and the stakes are always high. It's a test of skill, focus, and nerve. Every lap, every race, pushing the limits of what's possible on two wheels. MotoGP speeds exceed 220 miles per hour, the world becomes a blur. The sensation of speed is almost unimaginable, with riders just inches from the tarmac, trusting their instincts and reflexes at every moment. At these velocities, the margin for error is almost non-existent. At these velocities, even the smallest mistake can be catastrophic. A slight twitch, a fraction of a second's hesitation, and disaster can strike. The forces at play are immense, and the consequences are immediate. The most feared crash, the high side, happens when the rear tire suddenly regains grip, launching the rider violently into the air. It's a terrifying moment, and one that every rider dreads. Riders are thrown hard onto the unforgiving asphalt, relying on their gear and years of training for survival. The impact is brutal, and the risk of injury is ever present. Even a low side, where the bike simply slides out from under the rider, can break bones or end a season. There's no such thing as a minor crash at these speeds. Danger is ever present, making the spectacle irresistible for fans and riders alike. The thrill of competition and the constant battle with the limits of physics create an atmosphere unlike any other sport. These athletes accept risk as part of the job. They prepare mentally and physically, knowing that every race could be their last. After a crash, they climb back on, chasing victory in fractions of a second. Their resilience and determination set them apart from ordinary competitors. They're not reckless, they're calculated risk-takers at the peak of human performance. Every move is measured, every risk weighed against the potential reward. The line between bravery and disaster is razor-thin, and it's this tension that defines MotoGP. Every lap is a dance with danger, a test of nerve, skill, and courage. This is what forges MotoGP's unique breed of athlete, individuals who thrive on the edge, shaped by adversity and driven by passion. The reward? glory at the edge of control, and the chance to etch their names into racing history. MotoGP riders stand apart, protected only by leather, helmet, gloves, and boots. Their main defense, a suit of kangaroo leather, and now, airbag technology that inflates in milliseconds during a crash. Even with these advances, the sport remains one of the world's most dangerous. Riders know the risks every time they mount the bike. They are modern gladiators, talented, strong, and mentally resilient. Their willingness to face danger defines them, and earns global respect. MotoGP is a blend of genius and peril, where elegance meets ferocity. Every race is a high-speed chess match, every move critical. The riders are the stars, extraordinary athletes performing feats of bravery and precision. MotoGP, a thrilling, beautiful, and dangerous world that captivates all who watch.